For any child who has a grandparent who is maybe getting on a bit in years and who isn't as active as they used to be, The Big Dig is a really important episode of Arthur. It's the second segment in the ninth episode of the fifth season, and Arthur's grandfather comes over, but Arthur and DW quickly realise that he's not as agile as he once was, and he just wants to sleep and play checkers. And Buster, brilliant Buster, says checkers isn't so bad, but Arthur's still not convinced. But then their grandfather tells them a story, a pirate-based story, and suddenly they're all ears. And they really kind of buy into this narrative and start looking for the treasure, and they have a lot of fun with this. It doesn't necessarily work out as they expected. I won't say any more than that. But it's definitely something that they found to be actually quite fascinating. And maybe their grandfather can't play with them the way he used to be able to, but actually there's a different side to him, this storytelling side that they can become invested in. And it's all about spending time with your loved ones and maybe having to do that in ways you didn't previously. And I think it's really important to highlight the fact that older people do actually have value and can actually be interesting. You may think they just want to sleep and play checkers, but there's more to them than meets the eye in most cases. I think it's a really sweet story. It's really important to kind of highlight the fact that just because somebody's older, it doesn't mean they're no longer interesting. And I think that's something that young children especially, who maybe don't understand the aging process as well when they're younger, it's definitely a really important message, and one that I think is very, very well delivered. The Big Dig is definitely a fun but also a really important episode.